Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. As we sit here and we wait patiently on the NBA 2K23 to drop, I'm gonna be dropping you guys a Madden video. Madden came out, and that's pretty much been the only thing I've been playing recently. I've been playing a little bit of 2K still, but we all waiting for that 23 to drop. So I'm gonna show y'all a fresh new game. I know y'all really want to see too much 2K22 content since the year is pretty much over, bro. So I'm gonna be dropping y'all some on the yard, man. If you're interested in those type of videos, if y'all want to see these to keep coming, just let me know. But my first impression of the yard, man, it's pretty much the same as last year. It's a little bit of improvement with the build system that I'm about to get into. Y'all know I ran with the quarterback. I always pick the quarterback build. And it's kind of already set up to where they want you to put your caps at. You just got to fill up what you want to fill up as you go. You can put it wherever you want to put it, but you can't change the caps. And I'm going to show you guys an example of that when I go over and click onto the running back. Y'all going to see that it's already mapped out for you. So you just put your skill points where you want them to go as you go. But as you can see when I click on this running back, it is already capped out to where you can't take those up and down. You can't put more on her receiving. You can't take the break tackle down and put that on. It's gonna go where you want to go, where it wants you to go. But the way you change the actual attributes, you got to change your physique. You want to be a little bit faster, you change it to agile. You want to be stronger, get those truck animation, those stiff arms. You change that to bruiser, and it shows you like your player comparison stuff. You know, bruiser with Joe Mixon, the little balance thing on the passing the quarterback one is Mac Jones. The big mobile is Daniel Jones. You change the bruiser. Now I do want to mess with that bruiser later on down the line because man, trucking and stiff arming is so OP this shit with the little spam. You can spam extra for the game tackles and stuff like that and get out of the game tackles. So I might mess with that, but I mainly go with agile when I'm playing online and on head to head on the rank. It's you know, speed kills, bro. But moving on to my abilities, for my X factor, I use run and gun. I use run and gun because like escape artist isn't on the game anymore, but if you get away from the sack, you know you're gonna be running the ball, so might as well get a boost running and throwing it. But I might fool with trust once I get the big bruiser build. Moving on to my second ability, I use inside the numbers dead eye because I'm always throwing inside the numbers on deep ball. Y'all gonna see that later on in the gameplay. But for my other ability, for the complementary ability, I use gunslinger because the other two are pretty much useless. I mean, gift wrap, if somebody wide open, they pretty much gonna catch the ball anyway, so you don't need to, you know, boost that. So yeah, gunslinger probably pretty much the only one you're gonna really go with right there if you're a quarterback, bro. Faster pass animations and velocity on bullet passes, bro. So go with that gunslinger. For my physical one, like I said, speed kills. I use the +5 on speed. You can get +5 on strength or throw power. I don't recommend to put on throw power because you can overthrow people, as you can see later on in the video. I'm gonna get into all that, all the throwing mechanics, all that, bro. I'm gonna get into it. For my little yard, little upgrade, I use coverage because as the quarterback you play safety, so you want to drop back and you want to be good in coverage. I haven't got the 99 club one yet because I ain't a 99. I think I'm like a 91, 92 right now. I've been upgrading pretty fast, man. The one thing I do appreciate about man, you ain't gotta really spend no money to upgrade on, you know, the yard and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure they don't let you. It's not really that monetized because that many people don't play the yard. But if it was like 2K where everybody played, they'll probably monetize the hell out of it. But you can press square, you can go check out your perks. Now, perks are kind of weird because depending on what build you got, you can't really get that many perks, like especially on the quarterback. Like I would think like if you got the agile, you can get like a bunch of you know, juke and it's spin move perks, but you can only get them like on bronze and silver. And here I'm just showing you like the level path. Hope you guys are paying attention to that. But I'm gonna give you guys an example like what the other builds is like. This is the wide receiver. This is the linebacker. I'm gonna show you guys the DB as well. You can get all those builds and max them out, do whatever you want to do with them. Don't cost you any money, it's just gonna cost you some time. So yeah, man, you can go and experiment with those. But we finna go ahead and get into some gameplay, show you guys how to play on the yard. But first, I want you guys to learn how to do skill-based passing. When you get Madden for 23 for the first time, it's gonna show you like a little screen with dudes like you want to use classic passing, you want to use passing placement and accuracy. Use that passing placement and accuracy, and make sure you turn that on. Now you'll see where it says my reticle is hitting. Make sure that says visible because you do want to be able to see where you're putting the ball at, and it helps you learn how to do it. Now you can turn it to hidden once you learn how to do it. If you want to know how to get to the skill-based pass in practice, so you can learn how to do it before you do it in game, because it's not something that you want to learn while you're doing it in game, man. You might be throwing a bunch of picks. So you go to learn to play, go to team practice. This means skills trainer, not team practice, but you go to skills trainer, and then it's gonna be an advanced passing, and you go all the way down to skill-based passing, bro. And it's gonna give you like a little few drills. The first little few drills are gonna be like just regular passing. So you want to make sure you go to the mechanics tutorial too. that's going to show you the ones where you can actually place the ball where you want to place it. Now, it's not going to have the little slowdown effect that you still saw like in game, but you can use that in the skills trainer just to, you know, get used to it like first, and you just see like how it moves the little reticle around to where you can put it to where you want to put it. And I'm going to show you guys a couple examples of that and some of the most important passes that you have to make when you're on the actual online gameplay, bro. Like, this is one of the best ones, like when you hit L2 and you throw like those little lead passes with the freeform passing to get it away from certain defenders. And I'm gonna give you guys a couple examples of that, man. See right here, I threw a back shoulder. Usually if you're throwing like with classic passes, let's try to throw the ball like directly at Dalvin Cook right there, and it probably would have been an interception. There I threw it down and away from the few defenders. And here I'm just gonna throw like a little, when Lowe's cut in and cut out, I'm gonna throw that, boom, back in the end zone. So yeah, man, pass placement actually is so important this year when you're trying to get somebody open. I said back in and out because I was thinking about this play coming up. But yeah, you throw it where you want it to go, man. And it's so important to be able to do that, because if you can't do that, you're going to throw a bunch of interceptions. But first, before I get even to a more bigger breakdown with passing placement, I'm going to be talking about when you want to line up on the field. Now, quarterback is obviously going to line up at quarterback and safety. But halfback and outside linebacker for your receiver, if you have a number one receiver that you play with. Now, if you have a running back, then obviously you're gonna line up at running back anyway. But the reason for lining up at running back with a wide receiver, because when you pick your plays, you can put them wherever you want. And the first play is bonfire. You can isolate them on the side. So just imagine Dalvin Cook is my number one receiver. You can isolate him on one side, and you can go for go routes and stuff like that. Obviously, I didn't send him on one right there. I'm just showing you guys where it line up. You can flip the play, go to the other side, same thing. You can just, because that's if the defender is playing on the outside on the wide receiver one position. The second one is if they're playing the same position that you're playing, and that's the halfback and the slot. So right side, you got Dalvin Cook, and you can hit him with the corner route. You just basically got the whole route tree. That's for the isolate the human player on the defensive side and the slot. You just pick that corner fever. It's a couple more plays you can pick, but I just go with corner fever because it has a check down. You always want to pick plays that have check down. Reverse it, and it's on the opposite side now in case he's playing on the left side. And it's also the reason why you picked him for the running back, because you want to be able to move around the field, because people will start keying in on you and double teaming you, bro. So you want to be able to move around the field. My next play I got is split city. See, this is where being a running back comes in, because now I can hand you the ball off instead of you being a wide receiver, and I can't even give you the ball for the run, because running the ball is very important on this game, bro. Because if they start blitzing, you can run like a option play. See, this is an example, like if they rush, you became able to run, but since that's the computer, they knew I was gonna rush anyway, so it didn't look that effective. But I'm pretty sure again, like competition, you can really make it effective. So for that rush though, to beat that, call that blizzard play, and you can call two blockers. And how you call a blocker is you click on the receiver icon and you press R2, and it will call a block for you, bro. So make sure you learn how to do that, because if you don't know how to block on this game, bro, you will get sacked a lot, because escape artist is gone and you can't really get out of the way of sacks. So boom, here we go talking about this passing. Now you see I had Lowe's wide open right there, but I'm using the L2 freeform passing and I overthrew him. So you got to know the difference between when to go for a freeform pass and a placement pass. So when you got guys like wide open, just pass like you're doing a classic pass, bro. Just hold the button and get it there, bro. Don't try to freeform it or like just, you know, go crazy with the analog trying to put it in a specific spot, because you will overthrow him, or you will like just throw him out of reach. See right there, he had him burnt. All I had to do was press circle. Probably did a little over the shoulder, but nothing with L2, bro. And I'm gonna show you some examples of how to get it there with L2 and when it's needed, because sometimes it's needed to make those freeform passes when guys are kind of like parallel with you. You want the receiver to get a little bit more space, so you throw the ball a little bit further, so they can actually make a play on the ball without them throwing it short and y'all have to go for a jump ball. So y'all about to see some examples of that right now. See, this is an example of when I should have thrown a freeform pass, but you're gonna see I'm gonna still overthrow him. So like they're like, man, Groovy just told us to use the freeform when they kind of parallel, so why did he just overthrow him? It's because I threw the wrong pass. When you throw the freeform pass like that, you have to throw a touch pass with it to get it there. You see? Boom. Gotta throw that touch pass, bro, because we throw a bullet, you will throw it so hard and so fast because the throw power is really crazy on here, and being able to throw it where you want to throw it, you will throw it too far. But you see, when I throw that touch pass, it lets him get that space and get to the ball. It's kind of like Deshaun Jackson and Michael Vick, that game against like the Redskins, I think. Like when Deshaun Jackson and Michael Vick was like just bombing like the first play. It's like he overthrew him, but Deshaun Jackson was so fast he just ran up under it and just caught the ball. But yeah, moving back to it, I'm gonna give you guys a couple more examples of it. Los got that little bit of the lead. I throw it far enough so he can get to it, but I don't overthrow him. Dime, man. And it's really gonna get y'all gonna see how important it is when I get to these next few plays though, for real, bro. This is a shorter route right here. Boom, touch pass back in the end zone, the corner route. But I think it's coming up right here, bro. We're gonna show you that when a guy's like, you see Kyler Murray is kind of like on low, so it's not like he's wide open, but you can throw him open with that lead pass, bro. And you put it right in the pocket, put it right where you want it to go. Like, look at this pass, bro. That's crazy. Boom. Right there in the pocket, man. And here's another good example if y'all not a believer in it just yet. So I'm finna call George Kittle on this streak right here. And because they were double teaming Los on the top, y'all can see the safety kind of drop down, kind of watching Los. But boom, he recognized that I sent George Kittle on that streak. He almost got over there, but the fact that I threw that lead pass like that, it let him get away from it. Let CeeDee Lamb go up under a little bit and then throw that contested jump ball that they'll usually throw if you threw it with the classic pass, bro. So make sure y'all learn how to use that L2, bro, and throw those freeform passes and throw all the other different type of passes. Another, like I showed it a little bit earlier, but those back shoulders are very, very important too, bro, because when you get running to the end zone, like on out routes and stuff like that, you can throw it away from the defense instead of trying to throw it like upfield and end up throwing it in the back of the end zone and throwing picks and stuff, bro. But sometimes you gotta let your receiver eat too, bro. Like, low so he can get himself wide open and you just hit him. Like, you ain't even gotta throw no placement pass, bro. You just throw any kind of pass and they gonna get there, bro. They gonna get there. Like, Los just routed him up. Boom. I think that was a placement pass right there, bro. But when your receiver, he out there eating, let him eat, man. Just feed him the ball. You ain't always gotta throw a perfect pass every time, bro. A lot of the times, your receiver got abilities too, bro. So they gonna make things work. See here, he fouling, he getting pass interference. I still hit him, bro. And one, like, come on, man. Yard though, man, it's been pretty fun, bro. Like learning how to, use like the little placement pass and then throwing these bombs and learning how to just, adjust to a different play style a little bit, bro. So yeah, man, I fool with the yard this year, man. I feel like it could be better. It has so much potential, bro. But I don't feel like if man haven't got it right in 3 years, bro, I don't think they're gonna get it right, bro. But look at this pass and this big bomb right here. Los dunking on both of them right in between both defenders, bro. That's crazy, man. But yeah, man, if y'all want to see any more content like this, bro, just hit me up. Let me know. And I'll be seeing y'all in the next one, man. I hate to just cut y'all off abruptly, but we gonna be back, bro. See ya. Peace.